Hi, welcome back to Average Takes Weekly Pick'em episode 3, dog.
Welcome
back.
Let's
Up,
go.
guys.
Today we're going to be dropping what we've been talking about for the last couple weeks. We've been saying something big's coming. Well, here it is, boys. Once we reach to 100 subscribers on YouTube, we're
getting close. It's going fast.
It's going quick. It's going quick.
Trending, baby. Climbing the charts.
Number one in the world.
Once we get to 100 subscribers, we're gonna make sure you guys are subscribed and following all our social medias and making sure you guys are commenting on all videos. We're giving away a Fernando Tatis Padres jersey.
Official. Fire. Not no BS Walmart.
The number one player in the world from the number one podcast in the world.
Yes, sir.
Subscribe now.
Yeah, so make sure you guys are subscribed to YouTube, following both our Instagram and Twitter, and make sure you like, comment. All those things. You have to be active with us, bro. We're going to make sure the person who's most active and our number one fan is getting the jersey.
Facts.
That's plain and simple.
I might have something to say about that. I think if you're average, you can get it too because we're average on here.
Well,
average takes.
I comment the most, so I want my shot to get the jersey. I do comment the most.
Yeah, so we're going to be seeing all those names that keep popping up.
Thank you.
We notice you guys. So we just want to do a little giving back. We're doing pretty successful, I think, on the podcast so far. It's been nice first couple weeks.
A lot of people viewing and not subscribing though. So if you are watching and you keep coming back, just click subscribe. If you haven't made an account, you literally just log in your email and make a password and you have an account, you can subscribe for free.
Oh, but
don't feedback though so far.
Don't forget the big news that we just got. We're on Apple Podcasts right now.
Yes, sir.
Apple
podcast is
running up.
Trending, number one up and coming sports podcast on Apple. Just check the charts. We got an verified email from Apple. If you don't see it on the number one on the US charts, it's because it's on the international side. But so technically number one in the world.
While you're driving down the street, give it a listen.
Yeah, I've had a lot of people asking about
it.
So we're doing this for you guys. We're trying
this from the Caribbean right now.
We're trying to do this for you guys. So make sure you do all those things we said earlier, and you have a chance at winning a Fernando Tatis jersey. Let's get on with today's pick'ems.
Can I say one thing before we start?
Yeah, go ahead.
What a week, Bob. What a week. 11-3. 11-3.
Last week's standings right here on our overall standings.
Oh my, bro! From I think 10-6. 9-6 last week to 11-3 to take first place. And
what a flip around!
It's a good week. It was a good week, but you could have good weeks and bad weeks. So I'm excited.
Shout out! Number one week. That was literally the best week we've had all the first 2 weeks, and it was a huge week. Huge week.
He called some good games.
And the pivotal game for you too. Let's start with the Saints. Let's start with the Monday night game, the Saints and Charger game. Let's start talking about that.
We didn't get to talk about it. I mean, I've been on this kid Justin Herbert's hype train since he got started in the NFL. Since Tyrod got shot in the freaking ribs.
Shot?
Yeah, he got that shot in the ribs.
The trainer did it on purpose, which I think is really messed up.
That's Herbert's boy. The trainer dapped up Herbert and said, "I got you. You're starting today. I'm sick of seeing the Chargers look bad. You're starting today, buddy."
And Herbert's been a stud.
Because seeing the Chargers look bad, they still look bad.
We have 11 starters on injury.
You've had a lead in every game. You've blown a lead in every game.
True.
Bad teams blow leads.
That's what I'm going to say.
Teams blow leads.
That's what I'm going to say right now. Anthony Lynn, have a good offseason. Yeah, we're firing you.
Yeah, blame on the coach. Smart.
Yep.
Yeah.
Really?
How do you can't lose 3 double-digit leads in
What about your injuries that you just brought up? What about your injuries?
Injuries, but if you already have a lead, you should be able to hold it. You have a 2-score lead.
Is that the coach's
It's tough
fault?
without those
That's
key
the
guys.
coach's fault?
I mean, if it's a meltdown like it has been, I mean, we've
4
missed field
touchdowns
goals.
from Herbert
We've
as a
had
rookie.
fumbles. Yeah, Herbert's looked absolutely outstanding with injuries all across the board. Herbert had a perfect passer rating when he had a clean pocket last week. That's how important these injuries are. We have 3 starting O-linemen. We have 2 wide receivers down.
How many passes was that? Like 4?
No, it was like 20, I think, or 15 to 20. I can't remember. It wasn't many
alright.
because he had 35 or something like that.
Yeah,
It was like less than
I
half.
wanted to know how
It was
many
a healthy
passes.
chunk, though. It
Yeah.
was a healthy chunk, though.
Chargers did look
yeah.
good.
Chargers
But all
look
you
good
guys
against a
sleeping on
pretty
Drew
good Saints
Brees,
team,
baby. You're
but-
sleeping on the legend Drew Brees, and I hate all of you for it.
I've been trying to tell you guys not to sleep on Drew Brees.
Oh, he went
bro.
33 for 47 in attempts with 325 yards. Only had 1 TD, but
Yeah, and his arm's
led
dead.
the team
47
to a
attempts and his
dub.
arm's dead? Huh? How about that?
No, come on now. Come
You're
on
out of your
now.
mind.
How many were over 20 yards?
Emmanuel
He went
Sanders
into
looked pretty
halftime,
good.
buckled up, and showed the Chargers what's
47
good.
throws.
Showed them how
He's
many
doing the
years
old
he's been in
Tom
the
Brady,
league.
keeping it short, winning the short game, letting your
Without
running
Michael
back,
Thomas.
and yeah,
Without
Winning
Michael
the
Thomas.
short game and winning
They-
the long game because they won the game.
yes. I mean, I'll agree with that. They have better coaching,
Okay,
less
love it.
injuries.
let me get my Saints Chargers in. I'm not gonna knock the Chargers because Herbert did. He looked impressive. Okay, he looked promising. He looked promising for this year and the years to come. So I'm not gonna knock him on that. But bad teams blow leads, and they have had a lead in the last 3 games of double digits, and they've blown them each time. They get to the second half, they have no idea what to do. It's like they're playing high school football again. So the Saints, if you're going to bring up the coaching, yes, they got out coached because they came back from down double digits, and Sean Payton's one of the greatest to do it, and you have to expect that team to do that. So you got to know they're going to come back even if they're down in the first half. So yeah, I can see where you have the coaching is bad right there. I got that. But Saints won on a field goal. That was
that too. But as a coach, you know that with a lead going into halftime, you still have to make adjustments. You can't go
They
out there with
don't.
the same game plan and
they've
run the
done that
same
for the past
plays.
4 games.
And they've been doing that. That's why I think it's time to move on from this coaching staff. This coaching staff's been here for the last couple of years. We went to the playoffs once under Anthony Lynn, but the last 2 seasons he's lost 13 one-score games. I think that has to do with coaching, bro.
Yeah.
Last
Yeah.
2 years, 13 one-score
huge.
games.
That's huge. Over
That's
the last
huge.
2 years, too.
Well,
that's a different team last year.
Yeah, that's a different team.
huge.
I mean-
that shows a lot about coaching.
I think that has
It's
to do with
management.
coaching.
because you know who does everyone blame the 13 1-point losses on?
Anthony Lynn.
Phillip
I
Rivers.
mean, Phillip
Phillip
is
Rivers.
what
Oh.
Every Chargers fan,
But if
Philly
it's
Chargers fan
happening
blames
without
the win,
Phillip,
the losses.
new team
Yeah,
now,
it's
that's the
happening
thing.
without him. It's only been 5 games though, so we don't really know. It's continuing. The trend is continuing.
yes.
It's still
But
happening for Phillip.
that's
it's
why
still
I'm
happening
saying-
for Anthony Lynn.
That's why I'm saying I think this team needs to change. And I think to fully change, like to get over this Phillip and old Chargers, I think you have to scramble the whole thing, get rid of every coach, get rid of all the trainers, get rid of all the doctors, and start fresh. Get a whole new team up in here. Somebody who could control this team, who has a bright future ahead of them with this quarterback. This team has a decent roster. If everyone was healthy today, I think the Chargers are 4-1. I think maybe even 5-0. If they're healthy and with a good coach, this team's good, but they don't have either of those. Chargers lose again.
Hate to
Huge
see it.
upside, though.
Let's
for
talk
the
about
Chargers.
this
Huge
Tuesday
upside
game
for the
that we
future of
didn't-
the
Yeah, let's talk
Chargers.
about Tuesday.
Yeah, we didn't get to talk about it because it was past the last podcast, but Bills got, I think, upsetted by a very good Titans team that's been waiting to play football for a long time. That's what it looked like.
Yep.
It looked like this Titans team is still very good, and
Derrick
they've been
Henry
waiting
is
2
a
weeks.
animal.
2 weeks to play football. That's what it looked like to me. and
Wasn't the
they've played
Steelers they
well.
were supposed to play?
Yeah.
Yep.
Talk about a bullet dodge for that
Bullet
Steelers
dots.
record. Talk about a bullet dodge. That Tennessee team is
Bruh.
mean.
It's
I
good.
said
team.
all year that the Bills were the team to beat. Now they've been beaten. Tennessee's the team to beat. Tennessee looks good. That defense looks good. Shut down the Bills. 16
Yeah.
points.
They
for
know
the
what
Bills.
to
What are you
do.
talking about?
They're,
That team is
they
good.
don't need a quarterback to throw 400 yards. And I think that's so cool. You just need that guy to come in and play.
That
Ryan
is good
Tannehill had
football, bro. Old school
200
smash
yards,
mouth football.
195,
Yeah, smash mouth.
3 touchdowns.
Yeah,
Great football, bro.
Great
That's
football.
just great.
and
4
let's
touchdowns.
talk about
That's the
Derrick
standout team
Henry's
too. That, like,
stiff arm.
One on the
Derrick
ground
Henry
too.
stiff arm to
Oh.
another planet, bro. Josh
Yeah, he did
Norman,
run one
get
on the ground,
outta
too.
here. Norman got stiff arm, bro. You see
Yeah.
his body was literally in the
He
air.
was literally like this in
literally
the air, bro.
horizontally in the air,
does
bro.
any team look more dominant right now than Tennessee?
No.
No.
For them to beat a 4-0 team like that, dominate them, only let them score 16 points.
You haven't seen them
They're
play in a
looking like
while
the
either.
they're looking like the number one
They're
team
rested,
right now.
bro. They're rested though. You haven't seen them play in a
They're
while.
beating the good teams bad, bro.
The
Yeah, that
beat
was-
the
Bills were
Bills
4-0
up.
before that, bro.
What?
That was
The Bills were
crazy.
4-0 on
They're
a tear.
rested all. They had a beat up wide receivers the first 2 games, and then they won. Like, I'm not saying they're bad, but they just had a beat up team, and then now they got everybody back. AJ Brown's back. He had a great game yesterday.
Great game. I didn't realize how big that fool was.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's a big dude.
Dude, he
Yeah.
played with DK at Ole Miss.
They were doing same
okay.
workouts. Same workouts.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. That's the other big wide receiver in the picture, buddy.
Yeah.
Dang,
But that's what you
crazy.
see when you have a full, healthy, good team that knows how to play football, beats a 4-0 Bills team, bro.
That team
you can't. That's
is good,
that team
bro.
looks like the best in the NFL right now after Tuesday.
And I'm surprised to see it. I thought the Bills were going to beat
Oh,
this
yeah.
team up. I literally was like, Tennessee's not that good. Going into this week, I'm like, there's no way. They looked dominant. That's the only team that stands out for me right now in the league. KC just fell. What's another team that we were thinking
Green
was
Bay.
good? Green Bay.
KC
had a bye
fell.
week.
KC
Green Bay
fell.
had a bye week.
Yeah, I want to say
KC
Casey
lost.
fell.
They
I mean, they
fell.
lost, but
They took a step to a division team. That's a
Yeah.
big
Yeah.
They
it's a
got
big
beat up by the
loss,
Raiders.
but I don't think they fall too far in like the
Mahomes
top
was
team overalls.
seen to play. He played bad. It looked like he played bad, but he had
I didn't think he played bad.
340 yards and 3 total touchdowns. So he had one on the ground, but he just
He
wasn't
didn't
the
play
same
bad.
Mahomes.
The Raiders played better.
Raiders just played
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, the Raiders they did.
Defensively, I think.
That's what they got to
Defensively.
play that team again. And the Raiders now are going to have a little chip on their shoulder like we just knocked off the Chiefs.
Yeah.
We're the team. We're the
Yep.
guys over here. We just saw the Bills lose, and they had a good game against the Bills.
But if I'm guessing, the next time they play each other, Chiefs run through the Raiders. Run through them. That's just a guess, though.
Yeah.
They never run through the Raiders, though. It's always good games in that division.
Yeah, it is. You're right. Yeah.
Let's get
Since we
to
were
That division is always tight.
yeah or no?
Yeah.
yeah, we were talking about the Titans, so let's start off with the Titans are home versus the Texans.
Okay. for,
I mean, we were hyping them up.
Yeah, I got
Yeah, so we got to go with it.
Texans.
You know who
I
I'm
had
going.
Deshaun
I'm
Watson
letting you
as
say it.
my player of the week, my quarterback of the week last week. He did all right. He had 27 points. They won. They beat the
Got them the
Jags.
dub,
So now they play a really hot Titans team, and the Titans, just as we said, embarrassed the Bills on Tuesday afternoon football. And even with their COVID scare that we weren't sure if they're going to play or not, or anything like that, they came out ready to play, and Titans got this game easy.
Yeah, I agree. Derrick Henry looks like a stud right now. I'm riding the hot wave, hopping on the hype train. I got Titans in this one.
Yeah, I definitely got Titans in this one. I had a stat that Ryan Fitzpatrick and not Tannehill.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, Tannehill are the league's leading touchdown rushers. Is that how you say it?
Rushing touchdown.
Yeah.
Rushing
touchdown
quarterbacks in the league. Right now in 2020, I don't think anybody could see that coming. But
There's
just a little
no
stat.
way
in
No
you
here.
one
predict
saw
that
2020
going into the season.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's so much unpredictable sports things that have happened.
for real.
I got to agree with everybody. This Titans team got to run through this Houston team. I don't think there's any shot for Houston. Sometimes when I say there's no shot for teams, it comes back to bite me, though. So we'll see.
In this case, it would come back to bite all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm down with that. If we're riding on the hot streak, we're either living together or we're dying together.
We're dying together.
I like it. Next
Let's
game.
go. Let's talk about the Baltimore and Philly game. We got Sunday morning, 10 a.m.
You know what my notes
I
say on
honestly
this
think
game?
that's gonna be a good game.
It just says Ravens in all caps. That's all it says. They're gonna Eagles don't know how to win. I don't know if they'll ever win again this year. So we got Ravens in all caps for this game.
Yeah, I got Ravens. I think they did very well versus Joe Burrow and the Bengals last week, holding them to 3 points. I think that defense comes up and messes with Carson Wentz. I think it's going to be another blowout like last week for them, honestly.
Yeah, I agree.
I'll go Ravens.
I'm going Ravens by 30.
Sorry, I'm writing down my couple picks real quick. Yeah, I have to agree. Everybody, Ravens. I think that Philly team is decent. They got some good parts and some really bad parts. I think they might be able to be competitive in this game, and it's gonna be fun to watch. But I think Ravens will be able to pull this off for sure.
Let's get Bengals and Colts.
Bengals, Indy. Bengals looked horrible last week.
This is a hard
Absolutely
one.
horrible against Baltimore. Indy also got smacked last week, which they were the number one
Yep.
defense going into the week. So
Yep.
I think I took Cleveland. I took Cleveland with you, Bob, but I still like that
Last week,
defense. I did not
Colts
expect them to give up 30. How many points? It was 39 points that they gave up to Cleveland. Let me check.
Yep, 39 or 38.
Yeah,
32.
39. 32 points. Let's see.
Yeah.
32 to 23. So you
Sorry.
give up 32
Steelers
points
scored
after
38. I
so-
forgot.
So Cleveland's now scored 49, right? And that was against
Cowboys.
Dallas. Yeah. So they scored 49 against Dallas. Then they go and score 32 against the number one defense in the league, Indy. And now they're going on and this week they're playing
Steelers.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where was I going?
Who
Oh,
are we talking
We're,
about?
talk-
Indy
we're
right
talking
now. I
about
started
Indy,
talking
though.
I started talking about Browns, bro. Sorry. I got on a Browns tangent. Let's stay on fucking, let's say Indy and Bengals.
Good.
Yeah,
Glad I
I'm
heard that.
definitely
Now,
gonna-
now I know how to respond. Glad I heard that.
I'm definitely going
Yeah.
Colts. Bengals just have looked like a bad football team game in, game out. Joe Burrow is a bright spot for that team. I think that both AJ Green's now questionable today, and John Ross III. John Ross III was supposed to be out, but he's questionable now. They have some injuries they're
both
dealing
look pretty
with.
Irrelevant.
Yeah, but they're still like the two like good wide receivers that they have, I guess.
Yeah, they're talented.
I think the Colts defense steps up, not again, but steps up this week. They were embarrassed last week by the Browns. You got to go Colts.
Yeah, I think Philip Rivers just takes his team to a dub this week. The defense needs to step it up way better than they did last week. Yeah, hopefully the veteran and Phil Rivers can lead this team to a dub.
Philip has more interceptions than touchdowns this year.
So
Does he?
Yeah.
The Colts
Yeah.
right now have the number 2 defense in the league. The Colts offense, the last 2 weeks have scored 1 offensive touchdown, so their offense has been struggling mightily. They've kicked a lot of field goals but haven't be able to score the touchdown. And I think their defense was kind of torn to pieces, picked apart last week a little bit. So I think they want to have a bounce back week, and Joey Burrow struggles against the Colts defense this week, and the Colts are gonna win that game.
Yeah, I gotta go with you guys on that one too. Indianapolis got to win this. Cincinnati scored 3 points against Baltimore. I don't see any bright future in that team really. Joe Burrow looks mediocre at best. It's got to be Colts this week.
Hater.
I think he looks all right. I mean, he's doing the best he can with a Bengals team that's still not that good.
I just
It's okay,
don't
it's okay.
understand the not using AJ Green.
I think they should trade him. I don't think he wants to
I
be
just
there
don't get
anymore.
Their offense is they're not productive really. Like they're really not that productive. Joe Mixon's a really good running back, I think, and he's a huge part of that offense. But I don't really see much from Joe Burrow. I think there's a couple more rookies that look better. I definitely Herbert's like the front runner right
T.
now. for my
Higgins
rookie
had the most
quarterback.
passing yards on that team.
and
Hoskins?
he's getting like 5 receptions a game.
Yeah, he got four
not really that
receptions
well.
for 62 yards. Why don't you throw the ball to that guy more, bro?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's tough. That's what I'm saying. And they got to go against big name cornerbacks every week. They got to go against big name safeties every week. And they got these guys who are young wide receivers who are talented, but they're not. Literally, AJ Green, I think, has had a couple 1,000-yard seasons, if not at least one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With no quarterback, with Andy Dalton.
Andy
I don't
Dalton,
understand it.
Andy
I still
Dalton.
don't get it.
Let's move
I
on
just
to
don't get
the Falcons-Vikings game.
Falcons, Vikings, bro.
Yeah.
The Vikings almost did it for me last week, and I'm going to take them again, bro. Falcons are doo-doo this year. Dalvin Cook needs to get me my money, bro. I'm telling you. The Vikings are looking hot. Not hot, but
Bad take.
looking like a good
Dalvin
team.
Cook's not
honestly.
playing, Jimmy. No Dalvin Cook, no problem
It's
though.
questionable.
He got hurt, bro.
He's not playing. He's already
Damn.
out. No Dalvin Cook, no problem though, because Alexander Madison is a beast behind Dalvin Cook, and he's going to tear up the Falcons, who just cleaned house, fired everyone. Matt Ryan might be next. I don't know what they're gonna do. That team is looking doo doo, and
I forgot Dalvin Cook got hurt.
the Vikings will get their second win of the year.
Yeah, I
gotta
read
fix my fantasy
earlier
team.
that Julio was out earlier this week. Like they already had him out.
Yeah.
Right now it says questionable, so I'm not too sure. But without Julio, this Falcons offense is really bad. Like I know Freeman's a running back.
No,
Devontae Freeman.
Todd Gurley's a
No,
running
Todd
back.
Gurley's
Girls.
yeah. Gurley is doing actually really good this year. He's like number 2 or 3 in rushing.
You'd love to see
Even
it.
though that's happening, I don't think they beat this Vikings team. This Vikings team just played very well versus a good Seahawks team. You lost because Russell Wilson's an MVP candidate and drove 95 yards down the field to score.
Literally.
Yep.
God, what a
I gotta
beast,
have
bro.
Vikings in this
That was a
game.
Kodak moment.
That
Adam
drive at the end of
Thielen.
the game was stellar.
Adam Thielen was the number 1 ranked wide receiver during Week 5, so I'm gonna continue that trend. I think he does it again versus Falcons secondary.
Yeah, I gotta agree that Vikings team played good the second half against Seattle team that's really good, and they played it without Dalvin Cook the whole second half. This is a big matchup too for a couple of our friends. This is 2 favorite teams of guys that watch the podcast too. So this is a big week. I'm definitely sticking with the Vikings though. Atlanta got no shot.
None.
A game that was supposed to happen last week, but it's happening this week. Broncos, Patriots, and I'm hearing Cam Newton is back this week.
Cam Newton is
Cam Newton's back.
he's back.
Yes.
He's back.
I mean, with that, you have to go Patriots. I think.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
got
I don't think
2.
Broncos
Surprisingly, the Broncos have a top 5 defense in the league right now, and you got the Patriots have a top 5 defense. So you got 2 top 5 defenses going up against each other. Obviously, Cam Newton is the best quarterback in the game because the Broncos have they have hurt QBs right now, and then Melvin Gordon just got caught with a DUI last night. He's probably out for the year. Released. See you, buddy.
Yep.
He's definitely not gonna be playing Sunday. So the Broncos is Peyton Lindsey coming back? I don't know if he's even. I think he's hurt still.
I think he's hurt still.
So they're just a beat up offense with a good defense and not gonna work out this week. I'm gonna go Patriots.
No, I think I'm going Carolina.
No,
not Carolina.
Broncos. Broncos, Patriots.
Broncos, Patriots. Yeah. Patriots. I'm definitely going Patriots here too. With Cam Newton back, that team's going to step up after the coronavirus, all healthy, and just smash on the Broncos.
Yeah, they've been waiting on this game for a while. I think they've been game planning for it the whole time. I think Belichick loves that everybody got COVID because it gave him more time to really get a crazy game. Yeah. He's got his team working on it.
Yeah.
I think Patriots for sure. I think that's tough that Melvin Gordon got arrested for DUI. Hopefully nobody got injured or anything like that, and everything goes well. Well wishes to him and anybody involved. But Patriots for sure.
Next game,
For sure.
we got Washington football team at New York Giants. How we feeling?
I got 2 bottom feeders in the league. a really bad football team going to a bad football Giants team. They have 1 win combined. I don't even know how I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go with the football team. I think Alex Smith gets a start and he leads this team to a win. So I think I'm gonna go with the football team.
I'm gonna have to agree with you, Shinny. I would love to see Alex Smith come in, start this game, and lead this football team to a W. Giants have been playing decent, so it's gonna be definitely a hard-fought match. But I think Alex Smith and the football gods are on his side this week, hopefully.
I think I'm going to have to go against you guys there. Giants had a great game against the Cowboys last week. I know Dak got hurt kind of late, but
Yes, sir.
I think Giants are – Daniel Jones had 200 yards, so I feel like if he can throw a couple more passes, the Giants can take over this disgusting football team, bro. Alex Smith,
Yes, sir.
good luck, buddy. I don't know.
I agree. I'm going Giants too. I think they played well against the Rams. I think this Washington football team is awful. I'm going Giants for sure this week.
Matchup of the week right here, Shinny. Browns, Steelers, dog.
Let's go.
Browns,
baby.
Steelers.
Big
Hype on
game.
this one.
Oh, the
Big
4-1 Browns travel to Pittsburgh.
You're not gonna say the record?
The 4-0 Steelers. That's what
Thank you.
I mean. God, I was gonna get there if you didn't. Jeez.
Yes,
I
sir.
mean, you got to go Browns here. Come on. We are on the Browns hype train, like Tanner said. 49 points, 32 points.
Against the worst defense.
Okay, but guess
This
what?
is the
Steelers don't have
final
a
real
good rushing.
test.
Steelers don't have a good rushing defense. Kareem Hunt is gonna go off.
Really?
First real test for the
Yes.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
The number 1 defense in the league is the Pittsburgh Steelers this year. The number 1 rushing team in the league is the Cleveland Browns. They're going to be without Nick Chubb, which is going to be hard for Kareem Hunt to play the whole game. He's
No.
going to struggle. He's going to get
Name a
tired.
good offense you
Did
guys
it
have
on the
played.
Chiefs.
Name a good offense
Yeah.
you guys have played this year.
What?
Name a good offense you guys have played this year.
The Giants first week?
A good offense.
What?
I said a good offense. I said a
With
good offense.
Saquon? With Saquon, we shut him down.
He tore his
I said a
heel
good
that
offense.
game,
He
dude.
got
didn't he?
hurt, bro.
We shut him
I said
down.
a good offense.
Oh,
A good
geez.
offense, bro.
I hate you, bro.
Not one.
You don't need to play good teams to win, baby.
Giants,
That's
Broncos,
why you're
Colts, and
ranked number
Eagles.
1, bro.
Sorry, you
You guys got a
can't score on
hard
us.
3 games in a row, Shanny. That's all I got to say is you got Browns,
Yeah.
Titans, and then you got Ravens.
Yeah.
This is-
That O's
L.
about to go. That O's about to
L.
go. Cleveland for sure.
Yeah,
Cleveland
gotta go
Browns
Cleveland.
winning this game.
They got the best record in the last 50 years for them. I'm gonna say it again. 'cause they keep winning.
It's funny because no matter where this game would be played, Ben Roethlisberger has the most wins all time in that stadium. So I'm gonna have to go with Big Ben here. He's just a proven winner. He's gonna win in Heinz Field. It's at home. Fans will be there. We'll be all up in Cleveland's grill. They don't know what's gonna hit them. Our defense coming back. Mika's gonna have 2 picks. Baker Mayfield's gonna look embarrassing. This game easy to the Steelers. 5-0. Let's go. Here we go.
This one was kind of hard for me, bro. As much as I hate Shenny and his bandwagon on the Steelers, the Browns they're on a hot one, but they still have shown sign of weaknesses, bro. So I feel like with the Steelers making their 3rd string wide receiver look like a legend last week, it's a tough one, but I think I'm still going to have to go with the Browns, bro, because I hate you, Shenny.
It's
Love
okay,
to hear
I'll
that,
love
bro.
to see-
I thought
I
you were
can't
just
wait.
about to go Pittsburgh, and I was about
I
to say,
can't
"Wow,
wait.
they're Shetty in the dust this week, bro. What are we talking about here?"
I can't wait to see you all in black and gold next week. Black and yellow.
I want to see you in the orange and brown, baby. Dog pound. Dog pound.
Ben Roethlisberger has been playing pretty good, but like Tanner was alluding to, you guys have played 4 of the worst teams in football. 4 of the absolute worst teams in football.
You guys, everyone keeps saying that. Are we supposed to lose to bad teams to let us show that
No,
we're
I'm
bad
just
or
saying,
something?
you can't hype yourself up so much because you're
We're
playing
saying-
bad
we're
teams.
saying this is
These
the
are games
first
you're
real
supposed to win. You guys feel like you're playing off your shits, but you're playing teams you're
No.
supposed to win again.
You're lucky you didn't see Titans.
Teams beat bad
Yeah.
teams. Good teams
We're-
beat bad teams.
We're implying that
All right
your
teams beat
ranking
bad
is
teams.
inflated.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
The
Ranking.
number one ranking is inflated because you
Yes.
have not played a number one, a top 10 offense at
Literally.
all. You haven't even played a top
Okay.
15
Okay. We'll see
offense.
this week then. We'll see. I don't even think
We'll
the
see.
Browns are even top
We will
15.
see. Instead of on the beach, you're going to be
They
in
have to
Cleveland
be.
wearing
They
orange
have
and
to
brown.
be.
Next
Just
to
off
you, buddy.
points.
Score so much now. Like,
Yeah, bro.
I don't even know. We'll see.
You don't know, bro.
Yep. Steelers 5-0. Hype train. Hype train. Can't wait. Can't wait.
Hype train. Can't
can't
wait.
wait.
Show me the
Can't
haters.
Hey,
wait.
Chenny, you've been in the sun for a while now. You need to put some
Yeah.
sunscreen on. Buddy.
Huh? I just reapplied. Feeling good.
Okay.
Thanks. So
Next games, we got Bears, Panthers.
This was
Who
a
we
tough
taking
one
on
for me.
This is a tough one, bro. Teddy Bridgewater had a great week last week. Bears also had a great week last week.
This one's tough.
Hard
But
to pick.
I picked Bears.
The Bears.
I
I think I'm going
think-
Panthers, bro.
I think the Bears played pretty well versus Tom Brady, and I don't think this Carolina team is that good. I mean, they stay in the games, but I just think Bears defense is what's going to show up this week.
I don't know, bro. Robbie Anderson and Teddy Bridgewater, the connection there is looking real nice in Carolina.
As
And,
you guys would say.
They didn't score too many points on the Falcons, but I feel like they can get it rolling. Definitely win this game.
I said, as you guys would say, he played the 0-5 Falcons, so I don't know if that's a good test.
That's a
Not
good
a good
point.
test,
That's,
but
hey, that's average.
The Panthers have a top 5. Oh no, you go.
I would love for you to go first, Shenny. Go ahead.
The Panthers have a top 5 offense right now. I don't know how, but they're sitting at number 5, and the Bears came off a big W against Tom Brady, and they've had a long week of rest and preparation for this game. So I think I'm going with the Bears too. I think the Panthers offensive whatever they had last week was against a really bad Falcons team. So going Bears, Nick Foles season.
I gotta agree, Chicago. If they don't win this game this week, I'll mark my words. I'll never pick the Bears again for the rest of the season. If they lose on this pick, bro, I mark my words. I'm never picking the Bears again this
It's
season.
gonna happen.
They
It's
have
gonna
to win
happen.
this, bro.
They're
I'll never pick them
fluky.
again. That defense is good, bro, but that offense scares me for some reason. I have no faith in that offense, so I think Panthers could have a chance to squeak by and get a win. I really hope not, though, because I will never pick them again for the rest of the season.
Next
Next
game,
game, we got Lions and Jaguars. Another iffy game up there.
I like this game.
I'm going Lions, and I'm going to tell you one reason.
Dude,
Miles
wow.
Jack is out. Miles Jack is their leader on defense. He's a stud. Every game I tune into for the Jaguars, it seems like he's over the field. He covers tight ends well, and I just think this Lions team needs to break through. Their defense is all right. It's a matchup of two bad football teams. It could go either way, but I'm gonna have to go Lions.
Yeah, I think I'm going Lions also. Just because, what's that Jaguars quarterback?
Minshew.
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 He's
Gardner.
a hit or miss. He's a hit or miss. So I think I'm going
Lions.
Lions. Fuck.
Jeez.
I
Sorry,
didn't
man.
realize I was going against the grain on this, but I'm going Jacksonville. I feel like that's a huge piece on defense. Miles Jack, literally their whole defense. He does everything for them. But I still think that offense has enough. I really am big on James Robinson. I think he's been playing really well. I got to say Jaguars got to get this win. This Lions team doesn't really have much going for him either.
So Detroit has a top 10 defense right now, and the Jaguars are top 10 in the passing game. So you got two kind of bone matching up, hitting each other. I think the defense is going to come out on top. I'm going to go with the Lions here. Defense seems to win championships, so you got to go with the better defense. They're going to shut down off and on Jaguars, Gardner Minshew team right there.
That's a good stat too, because Detroit has played played the Rams also, and
They beat
they
the
have played a couple good
Cardinals.
teams. To be top 10, that's a pretty good ranking right now.
Next
So I
game.
went against the grain big on that one. So if that one comes to bite me, I'm pissed. Go ahead, next game.
Next
Just write it
game
down.
is Jets Dolphins. Dolphins looked really good last week
Really
versus
good.
the 49ers starting quarterback. Like Jimmy G played for a half. They pulled him because they didn't want him to get hurt and they were already losing by a bunch.
Yeah.
I really
Let's be honest, bro. This Jets team is awful.
I really
God
don't like this
awful.
Jets team.
God
Just released
awful.
Le'Veon,
Their
and
best
be
weapon.
careful. Be careful. He
Their
might come
best
back.
weapon,
He might come back
literally.
to Pittsburgh. So just be careful. We're in
Never
contact with
twice.
him.
Never
We're in
twice,
contact
buddy.
with him.
Never
We're
twice, buddy.
contact with them.
I've been sending him DMs. Let him know we'll accept him, but
Oh no.
he's got his
Never
bread.
twice, bro.
He's got his bread. He can come back to a 4-0 team.
I'm
But-
giving this one to Fitzmagic, baby. He's
Yeah,
gonna make it work. He's
Yeah,
gonna
he's
make it
going
work.
against his
100%.
old team.
Yeah, he's gonna shit on him.
Easy pick.
The Jets are just so bad.
Fitzmagic came to life. He came alive last week, and he
Came
does.
alive.
He does once every 17 games. So
He has the
good
best
to
beard in the
see.
NFL.
It's good to see little Fitzmagic every
It's up there.
year. He's playing the Jets. I don't even think he needs to have magic to beat this game. I just think they can throw Tua and they'll win. Like they
Just
you
show
know,
up, bro. If that team just shows up and plays ball, but like they can win. That Jets team doesn't show up. They don't even know what's
The only
going on.
bright
over
spot on the
there.
Jets right now is Jameson Crowder. So I hope he
I
gets
feel bad for Jamal Adams,
a
bro.
million touchdowns.
He's on the Seahawks.
Seahawk.
Oh,
Jameson
he got
Crowder?
Fuck, bro.
He's on the Jets.
No, not Roman
Not
said.
you, idiot.
Jamal Adams.
Oh,
Jamal
Adam.
Adams, bro. I forgot.
on
I
the
just seen a picture of
Seahawks,
him in
dude.
the Jets uniform the other day, and I was thinking, I don't
Hey,
know why I was thinking that.
This just reminded me too. Speaking of beards, Eric Weddle, bro, used to have. I don't know why this popped in
Oh,
my
he
head,
had
bro. I
one of
remember
the
when he used
best
to play.
beards in the NFL.
He used to have
bro.
a crazy beard, bro.
Yeah,
His
just
Twitter
randomly
handle
popped
was literally just
the beard,
Weddle's
literally
beard.
the beard. Yeah,
that's what it was called. It was Weddle's beard was his Twitter handle.
Yeah, that just popped in my. I
Fire.
remember him playing no gloves on all the time when he was the Charger.
yeah. They put the
He had
chin
beard,
strap
bro.
under,
Yeah.
and he had a thing of hair this big under his chin
Yeah.
strap, bro.
All right, did we all pick on the Dolphins Jets game?
Yep.
Yeah.
Fins.
Dolphins,
Fins,
And the next game is Tampa Bay.
Packers,
good game,
and Tampa Bay
Buccaneers.
Bucks.
Great
Tom
game.
Brady.
good game, good game.
Great game. You guys go first. I want to hear what you guys have to say because I'm gonna hit you
Green
at
Bay
the end.
has had 2 or over a week because they had a bye week. So a week and a half to get ready, study for this team. Tom Brady looked real bad in that last drive, not knowing what down it was. Like, come
Yeah.
on, man. You're a Super Bowl.
The old
Winning.
age, the old
Yeah,
age is getting to him.
That's
Got to him a
dementia,
little
buddy.
bit.
That's
The
all.
dementia, buddy.
Aaron Rodgers is looking outstanding. No turnovers this year. I think he continues that. Aaron Rodgers, I'm hoping Devontae Adams comes back. Chris Godwin's out for the Bucks again.
Yeah.
I
Sure.
am going Packers. Well, I mean, as of last night.
Okay.
I think this is
yeah,
an
this-
easy
I
pick
think-
for me, to be honest. Green
I
Bay's gonna beat
agree.
the shit out of the Buccaneers, bro.
All right.
No, I don't
Tom Brady
It's got to
doesn't
be
got
Green
it
Bay.
this
This game is signed and sealed, bro.
year.
That Tampa defense is shaky. They were supposed to be fucking good. I'm not seeing much from Tampa. You didn't know
Yeah.
what down it was in a game-winning possession time.
Yeah.
You just threw the ball away on 4th down like it was 3rd down. You had another shot.
That
What
has
are
to
you
do
talking
with
about,
coaching
Tom?
too. Coach has to feed that in the ear. Like, come on, dude, it's 4th down. It's 4th down. Like, here's the play.
It's Tom
But as
Brady.
long as he's been
But
playing in the
exactly.
NFL, he has to look at the sideline no matter what.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree.
you got to know what
Bonehead
down
move.
You
is.
gotta know. Down
Aaron
and distance.
Rodgers-
You're the
Aaron Rodgers, this
quarterback.
Green
You
Bay
are
team
the
is locked
QB. You
in.
have to know the down. Literally
Oh,
have
yeah.
to know the down.
You're literally commander in chief. Like literally, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah,
You
I like
threw
what
the ball
you're
away on
saying,
4th
though,
down.
Tanner. Aaron Rodgers is locked in. He's been using
Locked
Locked in, ready to
unknown
go. This
names
team's
for-
been
a
If
wide
it's not
receiver.
Russell Wilson, it's Aaron Rodgers. I have to admit it, bro. I
Aaron
have to
Rodgers
admit
out for blood this year. He wants to
Yeah.
knock every good quarterback off. He wants to show that he's the guy. He's the big dog pissing on the yard. He literally, this team is gonna destroy this Tampa team. I think we're looking at a blowout this week.
You got the Bucks are coming off a long week of rest, and they played Thursday, so they get a couple extra days of just fresh, getting their bodies right. And Aaron Rodgers is coming off a bye as well. He's having an MVP season, as you guys are saying. He looks outstanding. Hopefully they can get Devontae Adams back. That would be a huge boost to what's already looking like a good defense. But Tom Brady, he looked iffy, but he hasn't lost 2 games in a row since 2002. I know he's been with the Patriots. But I think the Bucs got this one. I think that they were coming ready to beat a good Packers team. Let them know that they're a top team in the NFC. I think the Bucs got this.
Hot take.
Math is going to be rough on your schedule next week.
Okay.
Having to add all that up, all those
Hot
L's.
take.
All
You
right.
just said the Bucks against Green Bay, bro.
Hey,
I mean, the ESPN app is actually saying that the Bucks are the favorite.
in Tampa Bay,
Hey.
and you know what their governor said? Hey fans, come to the games, buddy. Come to the games. It's gonna be hot in
What up?
there.
That's another one for Shenny's terrible takes. Go ahead. Sign and seal.
Sunday night football game is Rams versus Niners.
Rams
Here we
looked
go.
good last
Shenny,
week.
tell us about the Niners again and George Kittle. Go ahead. What are
Let's
the
see.
what are the Rams going to do
George
about George
Kittle.
Kittle?
Oh my God, they're gonna score 40 points.
They're going to blow Miami out.
Yeah, you would think after coming off a Super Bowl loss that they could come and beat a little banged up Miami team, but they couldn't. So now they go down in the rankings. Now they're down in the deep bottom of shit, whatever they got going on. So Jimmy G looked really bad. I don't know if this is 100% true, but worst passer rating of all time, probably.
1.7.
Yeah, terrible. He looked bad. I know he come off injury, but the Rams aren't a team you can like bounce back from. Like it's not a bounce back game for him. He's gonna continue to struggle. The Rams just look really good. They have top 10 offense and defense. They're looking great. They've played good teams. They've played bad teams. Like they're just a mix. They're looking good. Their offense is looking great. Robert Woods, hard to stop. Jared Goff is clicking right now. So you got to go Rams here.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Rams defense looks good. Ramsey's a stud, and he's going to lock down whoever the 49ers put out there. It's weird how Jimmy G looked last week, though. Maybe
Out
he's
of
still
character.
hurt, and they threw him in too early, or maybe he just tried to come back too early, trying to sneak a W from the Dolphins, but that football team beat them up. You
Yeah.
have to go Rams. Rams are going to continue to lead that division, I think.
The
Are they
Seahawks.
Oh, the Seahawks are undefeated still, my bad. But Rams are going to continue to play good, solid football. Their one loss this year was to a Bills team that had a great drive down the field to win it as time expired.
Close
I'm
game.
going Rams here.
Yeah, I'm definitely going Rams here. Their running back Henderson has 58 carries, 260 yards on the year. So I feel like if he can pummel the ball down 49ers' throat, they can get this dub.
Yeah, I got to agree with everybody on this one. The Rams look really good. That combo on defense, Ramsey and Donald, that's huge. Getting that pass rush in, and then you got Ramsey out in the outfield looking for picks. You love
Aaron
to see
Donald
it.
had 4 sacks
all day.
last week himself.
If you're not double teaming him, you're just stupid. It's
He
just
was
simple. Like
eating
you
Tom
have
Brady
to have to.
alive.
They didn't
And he's
play
still
the,
getting
they
to
didn't
the
play the
doubles.
Bucks.
Oh,
Yeah.
they played
They played the Washington football team.
Washington
Yeah.
football team.
Yeah, and they beat
Bad
them
O-line,
30
so-
to 10, I think. And you called that, Shenny. You said they're going to win by 2 touchdowns. You called that on the nose, and they won by 2 touchdowns, at least.
I know a little bit. I do know some things. I may not know a lot,
Yeah,
but
I'll
I
give
know
you
a little
credit
bit.
when you got it. I'll give you a little bit of credit when it's due.
Chiefs, Bills, Monday night game, both coming off of the first losses of the year. How we feeling?
Well, you got 2 of the top passing games in the league going
2 of
at.
the top football teams in the league. I would say
Both
2
teams,
top
like you
good
said,
matchup.
coming off their first L. This is the first test. You always want to see how a team bounces back after their first loss of a season. So I think it's going to be a shootout. I don't think that defensively wise, you can stop Mahomes or Allen. You can't stop them. You have to contain them. So you have to let them do what they're going to do. And who's gonna step up? I don't know. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs because they're the Super Bowl champions. They know how to come back after losses. They know how to come back in the second half of games. The Raiders put up a great fight with them last week. They proved that they're contenders right now. So I'm gonna go Chiefs here.
I think I'm
Yeah.
definitely going Chiefs here too, bro. The Bills got slaughtered against the Titans, and Casey put up a fight against the Raiders. I'm not saying that the Raiders are that good, but I don't know. I just feel like the Bills are going to break apart even more in this game, and the Chiefs are going to show why they won the Super Bowl last year and beat the Bills.
Yeah, I think this has a lot to do with veterans and leadership, and that's what it takes when you have to come back after your first loss of the year. I think this Chiefs team is a better built team overall with better players. I know Chiefs just took a hit to their own line. Queso Semele got hurt, but I'm gonna have to go Chiefs just because I think Patty Mahomes is gonna
This
win it
week is so
himself.
hard to pick for me. This week is so hard to pick. I do not like that loss against the Raiders for the Chiefs. That scares me. That makes me think differently of the Chiefs. I just don't see them losing twice in a row. But just the fact that this offense is so good for the Bills, they're coming off a loss, a big blowout loss too. I don't know who to pick, bro. I'm torn right now. I'm going to go oppo of the group. I'm going Buffalo. I think Buffalo pulls it off.
I like
This
that.
is probably a bad take, but I'm going to go oppo of the group.
Yeah. Tanner's terrible take. Put it up there. Put it up there.
This
No,
is the
I
one
mean,
that's gonna
I like
knock me
it.
out of tie.
I like it
Yeah.
because it's different. You just don't.
I mean,
know.
they're 4-1. They're the reason they're pretty good right
This is
now.
a tough
They beat
game for
good
me to
teams.
pick. I like this Bills team a
Yeah.
lot. They got beat up by the Titans, and I don't see the Chiefs losing back to back. But I feel like I got to go with the Bills. I don't see them losing to a team that just lost to a team they've already beat. I don't know. Just my NFL brain doesn't. It's just not letting me add that math up. So I just had to go Bills.
The last game that we'll talk about this week is Cardinals at Cowboys.
How about them Cowboys?
It's
How
looking
about
rough
Dax?
for the boys, bro.
How about
It's looking rough.
The Red Rifle.
Andy D.
Think he can lead this Cowboys team to any victories?
I mean, no, because how
he
bad
led
the
them to a
Cowboys
victory
defense
last
is.
week, but I mean, he only had 7 out
saw-
of 9 attempts.
You saw how much work Dak had to do to keep them in games against decent teams, not really the best teams.
That defense
Dak-
is so bad.
They're
Andy
hurt
Dalton's not
on
gonna be able to do
defense,
that.
but I mean,
Andy Dalton's going to throw a lot of picks trying to keep up in games. He's going to do a lot. It's going to be a lot of turnovers, just like textbook Andy Dalton. He goes for big plays and gets big turnovers. They still have great wide receivers there. I don't see them winning, though, this week. I got Arizona taking this one.
A huge thing that I wanted to talk about before I made my pick was Chandler Jones is actually hurt and not playing this week for the Cardinals. That's a huge blow. Chandler Jones is a monster. Cowboys O-line isn't good. But at the same time, Cowboys defense is terrible. And I can't wait till Kyler Murray to use his legs and just go. Yeah,
all around the defense.
that's what I think is going to happen. I
Can
think
you do that
it'll be
again? Can you do that again?
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray, he is going to do that. The Cowboys have the number 1 ranked offense in the league, but that's with Dak, and they don't have Dak anymore. It's Andy Dalton, and he's a backup for a reason. So we'll see how this plays out with him coming back. The Cowboys offense is dangerous, has a lot of weapons, but there obviously is a difference between Dak Prescott and Andy Dalton. So, and then Cardinals, Kyler Murray looked good last week. DeAndre Hopkins looked even better.
Yep, that's
Who's gonna cover him? That's who my who's gonna cover him this week is. Who's gonna cover DeAndre Hopkins?
Literally, bro.
Nobody on the Cowboys.
Corners are shot.
That's
bro.
a good one. That's a good take.
Kyler and DeAndre go kaboom in fantasy. I'm going Cardinals.
Kyler
It's gonna be
had
on Monday night.
380 yards last week passing.
yeah.
Feel
that's
bad for
beast.
Cowboys fans.
Like I said, he took
I
it
feel
off the
bad
floor
for
and he
Dak.
put it in the air like I told him to do last week.
Bro,
I
for
told him
being
to
the
put it in
size
the
of
air and
Kevin
he did
Hart,
it.
bro, that is a good quarterback.
Yeah.
That is
Kevin Hart,
crazy, bro. Like he's like 5'6" in boots, bro. Like he literally
He might be better at baseball. He might be better at baseball.
Can we get him to play both? That'd be lit.
He runs
Get him
like
on the
such a bad
Padres.
kid. Like, you know those bad little kids that you used to see running around the park? That's how he runs the ball.
That are fast shit.
He runs like this.
It looks like his legs are gonna start spinning in circles.
Yeah,
He's
spinning
running
in circles.
chest out.
Like a road runner.
Yeah.
Roadrunners actually, their legs spin in circles.
Now that we got through all the games, I know that we touched on Le'Veon Bell, but let's explain that a little bit more. Le'Veon Bell was looked to get traded by the team, and then they outright
For a whole
released
year.
him. Yeah.
whole
Just said,
year.
get out of here. Get out of here.
As soon as he
Le'Veon-
signed that deal, they wanted to trade him.
Le'Veon Bell is the king of finessers. I'm sorry to say it. He sat out a whole year, said, "Oh, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna be elite eight," as like I was. Got $27 million. Was on the worst team in the league, and then said, "Smell ya, I'm out of here." Got his money, got his bag. Now he's a free agent. I don't know if teams are gonna want to deal with him, but he's still an elite type of guy. So for even if you want to put him as a backup, even like you can switch him, interchange him, whatever. The Rams looking for a running back. The Chiefs might even be interested in a running back. They signed Shady last year.
I
The
think
Bucks.
if I'm an NFL team that would to sign Le'Veon, it would be the Bills. The Bills are a top offense, and they have a top 5 worst rushing this year. They're top 5 of the lowest rushing teams. So I think you sign Le'Veon, you get him into this offense, and then the second half of the season, you try to let him go nuts. That's my take on it. I think that would be a perfect matchup.
Big landing spot for Le'Veon. That's a good take going to the Bills. It's gotta be though the Chargers. Him in a platoon type role with Eckler when Eckler's back and healthy on that offense. I love that idea. Give him 15 carries, 15, 20 carries. Let him run the ball on those short downs and maybe make a big play here.
I was thinking the
touchdown
same
last
thing.
year.
I was thinking the same thing.
He's basically going to
That
Jets
would be
2.0.
huge.
He's
Yeah,
basically
with
going to
Austin.
Jets 2.0.
And he's still
Come
going to
on,
put numbers
bro.
up with Austin Eckler hurt now. And I didn't even think about when he comes back, bro. That's a great duo, too.
But
If
that's
he
what
goes,
bro,
if he goes to the
that is a
Chargers, he gets
good
one more
duo.
win. He has one more win than he had in New York.
That team has so much
but way
potential,
more
though. You
potential.
sign a deal.
Way
Yeah.
more potential, though.
That Jets team has
Don't
Yeah.
sleep on the Pittsburgh Steelers. We might get Le'Veon for a little cheapy. He likes
Never
Mike
twice.
Tomlin.
You broke
Never
that
twice.
bridge, bro.
He
I
likes
think.
Mike
Literally,
Tomlin.
bro.
Don't sleep on
He
it.
shit
Don't sleep
on
on
the
it.
Steelers locker
We'll
room,
welcome
bro.
him
He
back.
dissed
We'll
him
welcome
on
him
he
back.
dissed him on the album. He dissed him.
We'll
on
welcome
the
him
chance
back.
he goes back.
We'll welcome him back. No
Yeah,
worries.
didn't you hear he was talking so much shit about Tomlin and Big Ben
Bro,
and
he
all
was-
that?
There's no
sneak this
chance he
in.
goes
He was
back to
sneak this in.
Pittsburgh.
He's not coming
No
back.
chance.
Watch. He got his bread. Now he wants to win. Pittsburgh's the only one knows how to deal with him.
He's
And
not
he'll
going
get it with
to
somebody
Lids-
else.
Is there anything else we want to talk about? Let's talk about
Fantasy-
some
fantasy
baseball.
guys.
Oh, some fantasy guys.
Fantasy
Oh,
guys.
yeah.
Come on.
Okay.
I had some bad fantasy guys last week. I said Jefferson. He gave 5 points. I said Dak, and he broke his ankle.
Broke his ankle.
So I'm gonna be careful who I pick this week because I don't want to put no bad juju on nobody. But speaking of juju for wide receivers, I'm gonna take Juju. I think he's gonna have bounce back week.
Yes.
I think he's gonna have bounce back week. It's gonna be a big fighting game. They're still gonna lose the game, but Juju's gonna have a big week. That's my wide receiver take. My first wide receiver. If you guys got one.
My first wide receiver is, I said it earlier, DeAndre Hopkins. Kaboom in Dallas or wherever they're playing Monday night. It's going to look good for him.
Oh, yeah.
My wide receiver is going to be Robert Woods. I think Robert Woods has been playing off, going off. I mean, he's had double-digit scoring the last couple weeks, except one. They play a 49ers team that's not any good. I think he goes absolutely off.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go Robbie Anderson again this week, bro. He has to have a good week to beat. Where do they play this week again? Fucking Chicago. Him and Teddy Bridgewater are going to get that connection again. Let's go for 200 yards.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough against that defense, but I still like that. I like that pick. Robbie Anderson and Teddy Bridgewater look good. He looks good with DJ Moore. He's got two good wide receivers that they're working well together. I like that offense.
Scored
You guys all take a wide receiver
19.5
already?
points last week. So
Yeah, we took our wide receiver.
I have a sleeper wide receiver too. And he plays for the Giants. It's gonna be Slayton, Darius Slayton. He's been back to back, like over 15 points. I think he's got a couple 20-point games. They got a big matchup this week. They're playing the Redskins. I think that could be a good one. If you guys got him on your team or if he's free in your league, you should pick him up. You guys have another wide receiver?
Darius Slayton.
Another
if I'm
wide
gonna
receiver.
Talk wide receivers. I'm gonna bring up Evans. Mike Evans for Tampa has been playing very well off of a bad ankle, and I think he's finally starting to overcome that, and I think he's going to go absolutely crazy this week.
Crazy.
For wide
I like that.
receiver,
Mike Evans good.
my second one, I got Will Fuller is going to catch a couple TDs because Tennessee's pass defense is ranked 24th in the league right now. Yes, we were hyping them up earlier, but I still think Will Fuller can get a couple TDs, catch about 6-7 balls, 80 yards maybe. So start Will Fuller. Bang Will Fuller. This Texans offense is going to get throwing the ball.
Get ready for any turbo takes, bro. We literally, the Tennessee Titans just held the Bills to 16 points. One of the best passing teams in the league.
24.
And you just said Will Fuller is going to pop off. It's all right. It's okay, bro. It's all right. Any terrible takes, bro.
Watch this shit.
I think I'm going to pick Tyreek Hill on my second receiver, bro. He needs to go off this week to beat the Bills. He needs to get some catches. He got 17 points last week. I feel like he can get a couple more catches, get like 25 points this week.
Defenses have been keying on him, too. I noticed that. They are scared of Tyreek Hill. It's either they play all right, well, he's going to pop off a couple times and we're going to let it happen.
Because
or they're
he's
doing
so
like, we have to stop Tyreek
bro.
Hill.
He's so fast.
Good. He's an
He
anomaly
gets
on the
into
field.
a tiny little bit of open field, bro, and he's gone, bro.
Yeah. Guys ahead.
Gotta double cover him.
You got to have a zone ready for him. You literally got to have a zone prepared for him. You got to have a man on him and a zone ready in the secondary.
Yep.
For running backs,
I'm gonna go
Kareem Hunt.
Terrible.
Kareem Hunt.
Chubb's still out.
Chubb's still out, still hurt. Kareem Hunt's going against this Pittsburgh defense. He's been on fire this season. Even though he's the number 2 running back, he has how many touchdowns? He has 6 all-around touchdowns already this year.
Touchdown monster.
Yeah, he is good rushing. He's good receiving. I like Kareem Hunt versus Steelers and the Browns W.
It's week 6, right? And he's already got 6 touchdowns?
Yeah, it's going into week 6.
He's the touchdown monster this year. That's unreal.
He's
supposed to be a backup.
I'm going with Dalvin Cook's backup, Alexander Madison. He's playing the Falcons this week, and he had 112 yards and he played half the game last week. So I think he's just going to get unleashed in that game. He's pretty good. He's actually really good, like backup to replace Dalvin Cook in fantasy. So Dalvin Cook, people, if you got him as a handcuff, this is the week he's going to go off. This is the week we've been waiting for. So I
like that.
That's a good
take.
Running back.
I just saw you started Daniel Jones this week in fantasy, Shinny.
Yeah, I thought he was going to torch the Cowboys, but
terrible pick.
Go ahead, Roman, just in case I have your same take.
I don't know if any of you guys heard of Myles Gaskin, though. He's playing with the worst
Miami.
0-5 Jets team right now, or this week, and he scored 20.1 points last week with 15 attempts and 57 yards.
Sleeper right there.
So I think he's going to go off against the Jets right now and score at least 25, 30 points.
I like that take. Myles Gaskin, I've been looking at him. He's been a player to watch, and he's a sleeper too
Yeah.
because that whole Miami offense is a sleeper too.
Sleeper
Don't
Miami
really-
offense, exactly. Yeah.
You don't expect anybody to really put up points, and then all of a sudden they scored 43 last week, and they're going against the Jets. So it's not like well,
Exactly.
maybe you should pick someone up over there.
Pick someone up. Yep.
My running back this week, he's been popping off all year. He was slept on going into the year. He's still top 5 running back in my eyes. It's Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley been popping off this season. He's a walking 20-point W. You got to go with Todd Gurley if you got him.
Yeah. Great pick. What are we
Do
doing
we-
next?
what's the next-
Do we
QBs?
do quarterbacks?
Quarterback.
Yeah, let's do quarterbacks.
Backs.
My quarterback is Kyler Murray.
Oh my
Fuck.
God, took him
Damn
right
it,
out
bro.
of
I was literally about to pick
We were all saying Kyler Murray.
I had to get that one
bro.
out there first. I sent him earlier, and playing the worst defense in the league, Cowboys, on Monday night with a no shaky offense. Cowboys, Kyler Murray, boom, boom, kaboom, blown up, fancy.
Roman went Dolphins versus Jets. I'm going Dolphins versus Jets.
Fitzmagic?
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Oh,
old team.
bro.
He almost took him to the playoffs when
Stole
they had
my
Brandon
pick,
Marshall
bro.
back in the day. He's gone off. He had 27 points last week, 350 yards, 3 touchdowns versus a good 49ers team. This is a bad Jets team. I would love to see him go off this week. Love some
We're all thinking of the
Fitzmagic.
same thing right now, bro. That
That's
literally was my
crazy.
pick. I thought I was going Oppo of everybody. I was going to go Fitzmagic, bro, at the end. I thought it was all smart.
I think I'm
Oh,
not
no,
gonna
no.
pick
Go
a
ahead, Roman.
sleeper. I'm just gonna pick the MVP, not MVP,
He's on a
but
bye.
Super Bowl winner last.
Oh.
Not fucking Russell, idiot. Patrick Mahomes, bro. I think he's just tossed the ball to Tyreek Hill. Gonna have a rebound week last week and get the dub against the Bills and score 40 points on their ass.
I feel like this. I should have known this one. This is a no-brainer. It's Aaron Rodgers. He's going to carve that Tampa Bay defense up. I should have known that going into this. Aaron Rodgers for sure.
Love it.
Terrible.
Are we doing a defense? We could pick a sneaky defense to pick up if everybody needs
Dolphins.
a one off a bye week.
Dolphins.
Off the
You
top
guys
of
love that
my
Dolphins
head,
shit.
the Jets are just so bad, bro. I mean, if they sneak this W past the Dolphins this week, I might not even show up for pod because I'm gonna be that mad. All my picks are Dolphins.
Bro, look for the Patriots to have a big game against this Broncos team this week. I
Yeah.
think that Patriot defense is good. And
Cam
I
was
think,
my second guy. That bounce back COVID game.
quarterback. Yeah.
If I didn't go first, I was going Cam.
Okay, that's a good
Cam,
pick.
didn't even think about Cam because he wasn't playing last week, but Cam would be good. Good pick.
Rome, who you got for Rome? Did you already go QB?
No.
Oh yeah, we're
Oh, I
doing
already went
defenses now.
They
Yeah,
went
defense
P.
now.
Mahomes.
Yeah.
Are we doing defenses or
I'm
I just
going-
going on?
I just
Baltimore defense,
Ooh.
bro.
Yeah.
Baltimore defense. They scored 25 points last week. They got an INT, a TD, and 3 pass, punt, whatever PA stands for, to be honest.
Today, Junior.
That's pretty crazy. That's a good pick because Philly offense real shaky, and that
Yeah, they're
Baltimore
gonna-
defense is good.
yeah.
Go ham on.
Well, I'm going to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're going to shut down the Browns. It's going to be embarrassing. Mika might get a pick 6. Who knows what's going to happen in Pittsburgh on Sunday.
You know what to do. You know what to do.
All I know is earlier you said Steelers are number 1 defense when they're actually the number 3 defense. Colts still number 1.
Earlier, I'll actually show you on the NFL app because it had the number 1. Because
I'm on ESPN looking at the stats
Oh,
right
yeah.
now.
Oh,
you're
here
looking
goes
at
some
fantasy.
fact-checking.
You're looking at fantasy.
They're like,
stuff.
actually?
Steelers.
No
No, I'm
checking
looking at
right now.
yards, passing,
Yeah.
points against, everything right here.
Oh, okay. I'll show you this thing.
Are we gonna talk any baseball?
And
on
Steelers
this one,
only
or
have
are we saving it?
4 games played. Yeah, no, let's talk a little bit of baseball because we're halfway through the championship
I mean,
series.
we could have gone without it. It's fine.
Dodgers are down 2 games to nothing right now.
We could have went without it.
Can you
You
read
thought it was
that?
a bad idea. Now.
Yeah, I
you guys read that?
Yeah, I could see that, but I'm just saying on ESPN they have.
Can you read that? It says defense.
It's real shaky. I can't
Real
see it, bro.
shaky.
It's real
Yeah, I
shaky.
can only see the beach.
Sorry, the
It's
beach
I can only
is
glitching.
see
my
the
way.
beach in the background.
Sorry,
Oh,
I'm at the Caribbean. Bad service here.
Yeah,
Steelers number one.
Dodgers are down 2
Is
games.
he
to
actually getting
nothing.
sunburn on his chest right now? His
A
chest looks
little
red
bit.
like he's getting sunburned, bro.
A little bit.
Bro,
why are you
Put
getting
some more sunscreen on, dude. You're
Yeah,
getting
What are we talking
sunburned.
about here, bro?
Nah, I
Spray
need a
up.
tan.
Getting
I need a
blasted.
tan.
Nah, you
lobster
don't know.
red at the end of the day. Yeah, like I was saying, Dodgers down 2-0. The bats finally woke up in the 9th inning of Game 2.
That's woke up though. When they woke up, they woke up. And you thought that game had a chance when Bellinger got up and rocketed that triple off the wall.
That was
That was
scary.
nice.
That
Bro,
was
All you
scary.
Dodgers fans were on the edge of your seats, huh? Oh,
I
this
was
guy's
standing
gonna
up. What are you
do it
talking about? A
again.
seat? I was standing up.
Let's
It
go.
sucks. It sucks because the one
Mosley full cheering,
the one
bro.
hole in your offense came up to bat the next inning. AJ
One
Pollock.
hole.
AJ
Yeah.
Pollock. He's a big
Not a
hole.
hole.
And hit it
Not a hole.
right to the shortstop.
He's a hole
Not
if
a
he's
hole.
not playing the Padres.
He's not a hole, bro. That he's hitting fine. That was a tough situation. That's Melancon. Literally, he got thrown a ground ball pitch and he tried to do something with it. And if he would have squared it up properly, that ball is going in the outfield and the game's tied. So he got some good lumber out there. I'm not mad at that. I think going down 0-2 is tough, but I still think the Dodgers got a chance to come back in this series.
Game 3 tonight is Urias versus Wright. No Kershaw yet. That's something to look for. Kershaw's back still hurting.
My take was
he has been,
Braves
and
in
so has
7.
Wright. Has been lights out so far this year.
Yeah, good matchup.
Good
I think it was
matchup.
Braves in 7, so it's looking Braves in 4 at this point, but we'll
Can
see
never
how.
count Dodgers out though, bro.
Yeah, you
Dodgers
Only 2
bullpen
games.
is too long, bro. Dodgers bullpen is too
Kershaw's
They've
big.
been
long.
falling.
No, that was
though.
calculated. They didn't want to have him go too early in the
just
series.
lost
He
2
wanted to go
games.
Game 4.
In the NLCS, like you got to win
The
now.
Bats just woke up in the bottom of the ninth of that game. Now the Bats, that's going to carry over. That momentum's going to carry over into this game tonight.
But
Get ready for a
Braves
big game.
bats haven't
Dodgers
fallen
tonight.
asleep yet. Is the thing.
No, they haven't. They
fallen
haven't, though.
asleep.
They still
They've been-
scored 9
the-
points
yeah.
yesterday.
They
Yeah.
scored
No,
again in the
runs.
9th.
Runs,
But
not
they're not
points.
scoring
Yeah.
against starting pitching. They're not scoring against the starting pitching. They're scoring low amounts of points. They scored, I think, 3 runs against Gonsolin, and Gonsolin's not that great of one of the starters in
Yep.
the rotation. He was
Well,
kind of the
I'm
Tony, I
glad
think,
you guys
game
are
this year.
finally starting to see what happens when you have bullpen days consecutively. We had to deal with it. You guys are dealing with it now, and teams.
This
hit
is not really a
bullpens.
bullpen game though with Urias. I'm glad Urias is pitching.
It's a
He's going to
bullpen.
have a
Urias
shutout
won't
game.
go that long.
He's gonna
though.
go 2 innings,
Yeah,
maybe
he won't
an
go that
inning.
long.
I think they get 4 out of him.
You're praying they get 4 out of him.
I think they do.
Because that's
I
as
think they
max
do
he
get 4 out of him.
goes.
Well,
I don't think he goes that far.
How many times does he get a homer? Like
he's gonna
every
homer
game?
tonight. He's gonna homer tonight.
every
Freeman's
game,
a stud, bro.
unreal, bro.
Gotta love it,
If
bro.
Atlanta does knock off the Dodgers, I'm gonna root for the Braves right after because the Braves team
Yeah.
looks so
You
good.
have to.
This is
I
we
like
got
the
two fighting
Braves.
right here. This team is fun to watch.
Another
I think
team
that's so
that's
crazy
fun
that
like
they
that.
got Ozuna. Bro, that whole like imagine having to pitch this lineup. Okay, you got Acuna. Acuna's on now and he's trying to steal the second, and you're looking at Freeman in the box. Then all of a sudden you see in up on deck circle you got Ozuna looking at you with this highlighter armband waiting to go yard on you. And then all of a sudden you get through those guys, and you got Albie coming up who's gone yard 3 times in the postseason. Like this
Yeah.
lineup is unreal. Like it's
Darno.
literally unreal.
Yeah,
Darnold been popping off in the postseason.
yeah. Riley hit that
all
game.
those guys-
Homer.
Yeah, Riley homered.
All those guys
Toxic.
except Freeman are righties, and they're throwing a lefty tonight. So that's why I don't think he's gonna go long.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and Freeman's
that's a
pretty
good
good
take.
lefty. The other
It's good no matter who's on the mound.
the other series that's happening in San Diego is Rays Astros, and the Rays are up 3 games.
Tanner, can you bring out your broom, please? Yeah, Astros
Back.
sweep.
I'll be right back.
Astros got.
I think
are
I
getting swept.
said that. I think I said 4-0. Rays in 4.
They're not cheating no more. What do you want them to do, bro?
They
They ain't
Oh,
got
wanna
no
know what
trash
I got
cans
here?
in the outfield.
They got
They
here.
got no trash cans in the outfield.
Want me to
bro.
tell you
Jose
what this
Altuve
is?
shit in the bed.
Yes, it's Jose
got the
Altuve
yips.
choke fest. That's what
He's
this
got
is.
the yips, bro. He hit a home run and
When-
thought he was the shit, and then
when
he threw a
games-
fucking bad
when
throw.
games
And he
get
got the yip.
close,
Who's got the yips?
Jose Altuve. When games
Jose
are getting
Altuve.
close, he keeps making the biggest errors, bro. He gave up an error at second base. Margot came up, hit a homer. That if they
Homer.
would have got that ground out, it would have been an end of the inning. It was a 2-out
Yep.
home run.
Yep.
Again, last night he gave up an error, and they scored 3 off of it when that game was close. So I think the Rays are up 3-0. They're pitching Glass now tonight to end it.
They finish it 4-0 sweep.
First Greinke, who hasn't been good this playoffs, has a 5.19 ERA.
But could show up.
Could show up. You can't count him out, but
Greinke out.
you can't count anyone out on this Rays lineup or their bench.
Yeah, this Rays team just
It's
looks dominant.
so weird. They have so many guys that could come up and hit and play
They
good
have 2
defense.
guys at every position.
Yeah.
They have 2 guys who could start at every position.
That's how I felt like the Dodgers were. The Dodgers have so many guys that could change positions and play everywhere on the field.
I think there's no depth like the Rays. Like looking at this team,
No,
I
for
remember
sure.
thinking I was sleeping on this team going into playoffs. Like I
They
don't
were,
understand
they were my
why this
team to
is
beat,
so
and
good.
they just
Yeah.
keep going.
I'm
They
like,
just
why is
keep
this team so
going
good, bro?
since the start of
then
the
now watching,
playoffs.
The more watching them, I'm like, well, this is why, bro. The pitching is lights out. The bullpen, everybody is on like career years.
Everybody is good in their bullpen.
This
They
team-
have
It's about to
this
be
team
Braves Raves, and it's about to be
dominant.
a nice series. Braves
Braves Rays
will
will be so much
At
fun
this
to watch.
at this
Yeah,
point in the series,
yeah.
both of those teams looking dominant. It's looking like those two, and
Yeah.
if it is, I'm excited for that series.
Oh, you
That's
have
gonna
to
go
be.
all the way
Watch.
7, and then it's gonna be lit to watch.
We got to live stream a game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just kidding,
Definitely plan to
can't.
do a live
You
stream
guys
for the next
can't.
series.
No, we could live stream during the game, though, is what we would do.
Yeah.
So they could tune into what we're saying instead of the mediocre broadcasting team.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
average.
I'm pretty good.
No,
I'm pretty good at
they don't
the
need to listen to the
play-by-play.
mediocre on the team.
Yeah, you seem like you'd be good at that. That totally seems like your thing.
Yeah.
Fucking schmuck.
If I played in the movie Dinner for Schmucks, I'm bringing Shenny.
Literally, bro.
Oh, that's just funny.
Didn't like that one. Look at
All
that.
right. That's it for this week's Pick'ems, episode 3. Don't forget to like
Like and
subscribe,
subscribe.
comment, and follow our socials for a chance to win Fernando Tatis jersey after we
And
reach
make sure you guys are
100
commenting too.
subscribers.
If you hear us saying dumb shit that you don't like or you think something's funny, let us know in the comments.
Leave
We
Give us the
questions in the
feedback.
comments.
We need the feedback.
Yeah,
If
we
you got
love
something to say, bro, I'm
Whether you
about
hate us
that
or love
action in
us.
the comments. Let's get it.
All right.
Yeah. Leave some comments, you haters. I want to hear it
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
Let me
Yes.
know how right I
wow,
am with the
yeah.
Steelers winning, being
We
4-0.
love the
Yeah, I
haters.
love the haters.
Also,
4-1.
remember the
Fine.
standings. Remember the standings, Jenny.
Bring it on. I love
Steelers
the
gonna be
hate.
4-1.
See you next week.
Ah.
See you next
Next
week.
week.